Welcome to the Speaking Jesus 101 podcast, where we talk all things evangelism, apologetics, and prayer. I'm your host, Karen Wells.
Jeanette, how did you come to know Jesus?
Well, I was fortunate enough to be raised in a strong Christian family with Christian grandparents and parents. And I was just raised in the faith. And as I grew, I was really a person who absorbed a lot of teaching, but I was also one who questioned. And so I always was thinking and searching and testing, I guess, in some ways as well. Then when I was about 15, I had a very vivid dream where the Lord, I didn't know it was the Lord at the time, but I had a dream where I went up this path and at some point I would have to choose left or right, left being the Lord, right being walking away from the Lord. Didn't know anything what that meant, didn't think anything more about it, sort of went around on my life. And then when I was in my early 20s, I walked away from the Lord. And there's a whole big story about that we won't get into. And during that process, this dream came back to me, and I knew that that was the moment where the Lord was saying, make the choice. And so that was very powerful. And so I recommitted my life to the Lord. And so at a young age, I would say I gave my heart to the Lord as a child, sort of walked in the faith, but then I really recommitted in my 20s.
And since the 20s, how has your walk with God grown or changed over the years?
I would say it always deepens. Hopefully it always deepens. It's transformed. I think where I have also benefited was really solid teaching when I was younger. So I can look at scripture and see what's happening in the world and understand where that's transpiring, what season we're in, where we are. And my faith has grown just in maturity, calmness, confidence. I have real confidence in the Lord that He's real, He's there. There's been times, of course, when I've questioned that, but as I've matured and I've seen scripture coming to fruition in political realms, in the world in general, not just spiritually, it just helps to strengthen your faith and to make it that much firmer.
So since you've came back to the Lord in your 20s, what keeps you serving the Lord up till even today?
Well, if you know the Lord's real, it's kind of hard to walk away. And I walk in gratitude because what the Lord has done for me has been very powerful, because I don't have a story where I was damaged or hurt or crisis in my life. I grew up in a very Cosby family, parents loved each other, adored each other actually. And so I don't have the story to justify bad behavior. And yet I did it. And so the Lord's graciousness to me when I knew better, when I had a higher degree of accountability because I knew better. You can't help but serve a Lord and serve a God who loves you that much, who would restore you and bring to life things that you thought were dead, and to just give you grace and to forgive yourself.
That's beautiful, Jeanette. That's so true, right? God is so gracious. Thank you, Jeanette, for sharing your story with us. And we just pray that God will continue to use you, and may He bless you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for watching Speaking Jesus 101. I pray that you have been encouraged today. Please feel free to share, like, subscribe, or comment on this video. If you are interested in contacting me directly with a question, comment, or prayer need, please email me at speakingjesus101@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Karen Wells saying, God bless your day.